everyone, welcome back to Jus de Rose. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you the best fragrances to get for each occasion. So what do I mean by this? I mean fragrances to wear on an everyday basis, fragrances to wear in the office, evenings, going out, you name it. I have the basic occasions covered in this video. A while ago, I did a capsule fragrance collection where you only needed 5 perfumes to cover basically all your bases. But if you want to expand a little bit on this, then you're going to want to tune in this video. I'm going to start off with the everyday perfume. So this is like the signature worthy fragrance, and it's a scent that is going to be the most personal to you and will reflect your personal style the most. So if you've been following me for a while, you may have similar tastes to me. And so if you do have similar tastes to me, I would recommend you try Levant by Ormonde Jayne. This fragrance I bought a few weeks ago. I've already made a serious dent in this perfume. I adore it, and it is the one that is the closest to my signature scent. And I have so many perfumes, but I keep on reaching out for this fragrance. And I've thought about this perfume for months. So Levant is a gorgeous, peony orange blossom perfume with some musks and light woods in the base. It is feminine, it is pretty, the peonies are fresh. It's gonna add that touch of feminine elegance, which I love so much in fragrances. To me, this perfume smells like an orange blossom infused Turkish delight. Imagine the Turkish delight sprinkled with powdered sugar, but it is orange blossom infused. Beautiful, so you're gonna get a hint of sweetness in this scent. It is intoxicating, and it is one that is very similar to Fleur Narcotique from Ex Nihilo, which is much more expensive and unfortunately doesn't last on the skin. However, Levant by Ormonde Jayne is the one that on my skin lasts easy 8 hours. So for me, this is a no-brainer perfume, and if you like florals like I do, I highly recommend you check out this scent. One of the most requested videos for my channel is to do office-based perfumes. So I'm gonna give you one today, which in my opinion is probably a staple to have in a collection. It is Parade by Celine. So Celine have a really nice collection of fragrances. I've talked about black tie a lot in the past on this channel, but I ended up buying the Parade fragrance because I find that I will probably get more use out of this one. So Parade is a gorgeous, fresh, citrus, neroli, musky scent. It smells clean. It is basically, this perfume is a freshly ironed, crisp white shirt that is a little bit loose, destructured, so not too serious. Kind of has like a cool edge. This is what this perfume is, basically. And I love it because it is very easy to wear. It has a professional edge to it, and it's not a fragrance that is going to be too in your face, too overpowering. It will delicately perfume the skin, but you can still smell the fragrance throughout the day. On my skin, it lasts all day with a moderate projection. If you are a fan of neroli fragrances and you like Neroli Orangé from Matière Première, Parade is going to be one that you're going to love. And I find that Parade is just that touch smarter or more office appropriate versus Neroli Orangé, which is why I would go for this one for office wear. Okay, now what about the evenings? So I'm going to start off with date night. We're going to want a sexy perfume. And again, this one is like very personal. If you like white florals and like ambery bases, this is the one that I would recommend, and I feel like I've recommended it in a previous video. Rouge Malachite from Armani Privé. This is the queen of balmy, ambery, white floral fragrances. Ladies, spray this perfume 2 hours before your date because the best part is the dry down. It has benzoin, which has like a light vanillic, balmy character that just warms the skin so beautifully. And you have these white florals, so orange blossom, jasmine, tuberose. To be fair, this is more of a tuberose dominant perfume, and the tuberose is quite green in the opening, which is why you need to wait for the dry down. Stunning, balmy tuberose fragrance, super sexy. It lasts for ages as well on the skin and projects really nicely. It's like a very elegant, feminine, femme fatale type of scent. As for a going out perfume or like clubbing scent, personally, I don't go clubbing anymore, but I do enjoy the occasional rave or festival once in a while. And I have worn this perfume to a recent rave and it just fit the theme so perfectly. It is Tempfluo by Nishane. And the reason why I would recommend this perfume is that it is an extraterrestrial fragrance. Like, it feels as if this perfume was born on a meteorite that crashed onto the earth. This perfume is the most difficult to explain what it smells like. It doesn't smell like anything that I smelled before. You have some florals, there's some ambers, spices as well. So I would say it's like a floral amber fragrance that is like, I get a similar impression, like a feeling that I get from Alien by Mugler. The two fragrances are very different, but you get like an alien-like feel when you smell the two fragrances. It is a beautiful scent, by the way, Tempfluo. Really stunning, but it has like something that is super unusual and alien, foreign-like, if you will. So this is why I would recommend this if you're going out, because, you know, I personally like to wear something that is different, where I can express myself in a different way. I love like electro music, underground music that is like, yeah, I feel like the two together go super well. And it's also a fragrance that is a statement. It's bold, it's loud, and you may as well like go big or go home with your going out fragrance. And this is certainly like a very loud, potent perfume. And I find this is like fantastic new release from Nishane. Truly, I highly recommend you try it. I think there may be some samples online that you can get, but if you can get your hand on a sample, definitely do. It has a really good performance as well. Very loud, long-lasting fragrance. Now, if you want a more chilled out fragrance for the weekends where you're like relaxing or you're like casually seeing friends, the one fragrance that I would recommend is Glossier You. This is a very clean, musky, powdery, lightly floral fragrance. This is your skin, like clean skin, but better, or like your no fragrance type of scent. If you like skin perfumes, as far as this category goes, I find that Glossier You is the best one to get, and it's also really affordable. It smells different on everyone. All fragrances smell different on everyone, but I find that the difference is most drastic with this perfume. On some people, it smells really ambery. On me, it smells really powdery and clean. So I think it's really unique, and it also gets a lot of compliments. People seem to be really enjoying this perfume. So that's why I would recommend it if you want something that is softer, and it's also very long lasting, which is fantastic. I like to spray it on my pillows and on my bed before going to sleep. I find that it's just like really clean and like cocooning, and it just like wraps me in the most beautiful cloud of musks. Yeah, adore this perfume and highly recommend it to you. Now, what about a fragrance for formal occasions? When it comes to formal occasions, I would recommend you get a fragrance that is close to your signature scent, but more elevated. And the reason why I'm saying this is because when you're in a formal setting, like, you don't necessarily know what to expect. It can be a little bit rigid. You might not know a lot of people. And so you may as well use your fragrance to boost your confidence and make you feel great, which is why I wouldn't go too different to your signature scent. So find out what you'd like as a signature perfume, and then get like a more elevated version for a formal fragrance. For me, I love florals and musks, and so an elevated version of your typical floral and musky perfumes that I wear on a daily basis would be 1957 by Chanel. This was actually my wedding scent for the civil part, and I love it because you have the iris, so it's a bit powdery, and there's like really warm, cocooning musks, but at the same time, it feels very elegant and chic, and it's exactly what I want out of a formal fragrance. It's not a perfume that is too loud either, and I wouldn't recommend going for a scent that is super bold or loud or like crazy projecting. I would just, be a little bit mindful of people around you, and you don't necessarily want to be noticed by your fragrance. You want your personality to shine in formal events. So This is my pick for formal occasions. Let me know in the comments if you've tried this perfume. I would love to know because I find that this fragrance from the private collection of Chanel is simply fantastic. Next up, we have a gym perfume. Now, it depends whether you go to the gym in the morning or in the evenings. It's always nice to feel clean and fresh whilst you're at the gym because there's nothing worse than smelling someone that is sweaty and sticky. Like, ew, that's disgusting. You don't want to smell like that. So for me, the gym fragrance I would recommend is Nishane Eau Tendre. It is a bougie gym perfume, mind you, but I find that this perfume is basically like having a shower in the morning, like a waking up shower and then going into the gym. You get that cleanliness from your shower. That is kind of what this perfume smells like. Bit floral, citrusy, soft, musky. It's inoffensive. It's not going to bother anyone in the gym either. You'll just smell fresh and clean so that, you know, you're not going to end up sticky and sweaty and disgusting. Chanel Chance Eau Tendre. And the last two fragrances I have are more seasonal fragrances. So for autumn and winter, I would of course recommend Gris Charnel from BBK. At this point, you're gonna think I'm sponsored by the brand, but I promise you I'm not. They have no idea that I'm talking about this fragrance. I really, really love this perfume. It is a fantastic fragrance. So if you want a warm, frothy, milky chai latte with some fruity nuances with fig, this is the perfume that you wanna go for. It is very cozy and it is perfect for the colder months. As for the summer pick, I would go for In Paradise Riviera from Ex Nihilo. This is a limited edition, so if you are interested in this fragrance, I would recommend you go on the website ASAP and get it, because I feel like once it's gone, it's gonna be gone. Unless the brand bring it in permanently, which I hope they do because it's really lovely. So this perfume smells like peony, you have tiare, there's some musks as well. It's really pretty fragrance. It is a feminine and elegant, tropical, exotic scent. It will bring you to the beach, just like, for example, Hibiscus Palm by Erin, which was my beloved summer perfume, but this one has made #1 place for sure. I just find it that it's just a little bit more elevated, a little bit more sophisticated, and it isn't as loud as Hibiscus Palm, which I like. It's a little bit softer, more gentle. It smells beautiful. It really does. If you like fresh peonies, you're gonna love this perfume, and it has that like exotic touch with tiare, which is super nice. And that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments down below which fragrances you wear for different occasions. I would love to know. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, spread the fragrant love.